Stop getting the wrong advice. Ensure you get the right skills for the right job for jobs in the Middle East. Contact Loy Macedo.
All right, a bit of UAE-based news. Just check the timestamps. There are, kind of three topics I want to cover. Okay, if anything comes in between, I'll just say it. But check the timestamps. The first one is about this: the dangers of going on Tinder or hooking up with girls or prostitutes or going to a bar or massage parlor and the blackmail that is associated with that. The second one is there are actually two articles. One is what's that? Yeah, what you post on social media, even if it might look harmless. And third one is news, which is, I don't know, I guess sometimes it's not stated online. Okay. Yeah, so let's move on. The first one is I got a call yesterday. The long story short, the guy contacted someone on Tinder, and next thing you know, got a bit carried away, started a sexual chat, and then exchanging naughty pictures and all that, videos and all that stuff. And before you know it, they decided to meet up or something like that. And then this guy gets a message from the police, and he checks the ID, and it's a police ID, and the photograph is police, and he has been told to come to the police station, or he can pay the fine online and whatever. So I kind of sorted his problem out. But what I'm trying to tell you is, see, listen, online, you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're interacting with. Do not, and I repeat, do not under any circumstance believe who you're talking to. Meet the person physically. Meet the person a couple of times. Get to know the person. Do a little bit of background check. Check their social media. Is it brand new? Is it quite old? Meet their friends. Take your time. Don't just bloody, meet someone and next thing you know, you want to go have sex, and because you're completely carried away, you're ready to, lose all inhibitions. And please never send photographs and videos. Even if the person shows you something, it can be a pre-recorded message. It can be a prostitute in some other country, and you start showing your stuff and your junk, and they have a software that can record all this. You get fucked. Some people get blackmailed. I've had clients who ended up paying 100,000 dirhams and installments, and then they got fed up, and then there are people who got blackmailed and all that. So yeah, there's no one there's no one size fits all. But keep in mind, whatever you do, be smart about it. And please don't go around handing your phone number to people randomly. And if you're going for a massage or you're going for a boom boom, as they call it, just going to get laid or sex, the person's not your friend. Do your shit and get the fuck out, So that's it. And don't start adding people on your social media. Keep it open and reveal to people where you are, what you're doing. Okay, so that's it. Also, I'll just put this in. With regards to jobs, the job market is opening up. Good jobs are coming up now. So just make sure that you take advantage. For those who are dynamic and those who are, those who are good at negotiating and have a good network, it's far more easier for you rather than if you're a sitting duck and hoping for a opportunity to come. And remember, it's become very competitive. So if you're not 100% up to the task, everything is professional, from your resume, interview skills, negotiation, way you approach, then you'll get it. Otherwise, you'll you'll suffer for many, many months. Then don't start farting around, oh, market is bad and this and that. You always have excuses. So which one are you, winner or whiner? Okay, the next news is, this is from Khaleej Times. Instagram star arrested pretending to be a Emirati smoking cannabis in viral video. Now, right from the get-go, the headline, the first one is, why are you pretending to be what you're not? Not a bloody Marathi. Why? Respect other people's culture, right? I know you like to dress up like someone else, fancy dress and all that. But today on social media, you have people who get sensitive about each and every bloody thing. Why do you want to take the risk? That's number one. Second one is, okay, smoking is fine. Smoking cannabis? Where's your common sense? Seriously, where the fuck did you leave your common sense? In fact, are you aware of the fact that if you post something controversial in some other country and then you come down to an Islamic country and your post is still there, you can get jacked. I know this film actor, I don't want to take his name, Italian guy. He had posted anti-Islamic shit all throughout when he was abroad. But before he came to UAE, he removed all of it out. Deleted. Doesn't exist. Because he wanted to settle down with a local lady. So be smart about it, man. The headline itself shows me this guy's fucking stupid. And why people do this? People do this for attention. People want attention. They are dying for attention. So they'll try to do something that gives them attention. So if this is the kind of attention you want, which lacks common sense and intelligence, don't cry. So UAE-based social media star who pretended to be Emirati smoking hashish in a viral video will be deported, authorities said. Good. You are a UAE star and now you are starless. Fucking moron. And if any one of you knows who this is, just send me a DM. Like to know who this person is. Dubai police said the resident who was arrested was smoking hashish cigarettes on a live video on social media. Oh wow, fantastic. I remember Emirates Airlines, some of them had posted with girls and guys dancing and touching each other. I'd posted it up. It was a video. But then later on they requested me, please remove it because others they'll get fucked. And best part is, I took it from the Facebook live video. Fucking idiot. Major General Khalil Ibrahim Al-Mansouri, Assistant Commander-in-Chief for Criminal Investigation Affairs at Dubai Police, explained the young man was not expecting authorities to be meticulous watching digital space. Yeah, you're bloody mistaken. The attraction of quick fame on social media prompted him to show off when smoking cannabis in one of his social media accounts without the slightest sense of respect for the laws, he added. Authorities from the General Department of Narcotics Control, however, stepped in, quickly arrested him on charges of destructive behavior. Al-Mansouri said it is important to protect society from such models that hide behind the UAE national dress and encourage youngsters to violate laws. You know, even for me, I had, after I spoke TED Talks in Dubai, and I appeared on 24.e, the documentary about me. It's an Arab digital space. Yeah. Then Yahoo kind of wanted to name me as a personality of the year for the Middle East, among 2-3 other people. There's no cash prize, it's just a little bit of media buzz. But then the ministry stepped in and said, no, you cannot make this guy because he has tattoos. You start making him popular and glorifying him. Our Emirati locals, they will get influenced by this. And I totally agree with them. It's you have to follow the religion, the custom, the tradition, the laws of the country. So be fucking careful, man. All this stupidity, I can never understand when people, why they lack common sense. He also pointed out there is a strong correlation between exposure to pictures and videos of drug use and subsequent start with them. Celebrities who promote the use of drugs or psychotropic substances on social media give young people the idea that thus they are fun, thus adding to the pressure of impressionable minds to try such substances. Yes, I totally agree, 100%. However, drugs and psychotropic substances are a dangerous scourge that destroy lives, said Al Mansouri. See, I'm aware of, there are like podcasters like Joe Rogan and some people new age, this thing, they say, okay, smoking weed is okay, smoking mushrooms gives a spiritual experience. I've not done it, I wouldn't know it, but I don't want to do it, because I do know some people who have got into it and cannot get out of it. So my logic is, why take a risk of getting into something that you know can be addiction? Simple, like sugar. You can't get out of it. Eating excessive, eating junk food, it's an addiction. People say, oh no, it's all in your mind and all. No, once you get into it, you can't control it. So then, do you need much more smoking, drinking and drugs? If we as human beings had perfect self-control, fine. We don't. Today we live in a day and age where even sex can be addictive, where online gaming can be addictive, Facebook, social media, everything is addictive. How many more addictions do you need, man? Anyway, now this next one is an article that was, I don't think it was shared on Gulf News or Khaleej Times, can be wrong, but it was shared on Daily Mail Online. I'll put the link down below. So it says exclusive, businessman 51 who smoked marijuana in Las Vegas before flying to Dubai is arrested after doctors found traces of it in his system, in which he had to go to hospital and now faces 3 years behind bars. Peter Clark, 51, smoked marijuana days before flying from Vegas to Dubai. Clark flew to Dubai on Feb 24th, a business trip. Yeah, I know it's an old article, but I thought you should know. To look for recording studios. He's a retired gamer and designer. He lives in Las Vegas, where marijuana is legal. Once in Dubai, Clark developed pancreatitis and had to go to hospital. That is where doctors ran blood tests and found traces of marijuana. They reported to the police. He is now arrested and is in a no-fly list. Prosecutors are weighing in whether to bring charges against him. So this was reported on 10th April 2021. Okay, see, my thoughts is, fine, in his case, he may be innocent. Okay. But the point I'll try to make here is, if you know that there is a risk, why take the risk? Like, I know people who drank alcohol before getting into the aircraft. I know people who, from sex to carrying substances which are not legal. In fact, here, for example, in Thailand, there are a list of substances which are not allowed. In fact, do you know that vaping, e-cigarettes, is actually banned? It's not allowed in Thailand. There are many people who do it. It's not that there are no people who do it. But then, do you want to take the risk? Okay, if 10 people are doing it and they don't get caught, you want to take the risk? What if you get caught and they don't get caught? And then what happens if you, the guy who, brings a case against you doesn't like you and is determined to destroy your life? Is it worth it? You have to use common sense, man. Now, the businessman who legally smoked marijuana at home in Las Vegas before flying to Dubai finds himself facing 3 years in jail on drug charges. So, Peter Clark was arrested after traces of drugs showed up in his system when he was admitted to hospital for emergency treatment. Okay, so he's a designer who worked for Xbox, PSP games, PlayStation games. He said he wanted to branch out to something new. So that is why he flew to Dubai on Feb 24th to scout studio locations. He had smoked marijuana days before flying from home in Las Vegas, Nevada, to his business trip in UAE. Clark 51 had been in Dubai only one day when he fell ill with pancreatitis. Nice name. He was rushed to hospital. Nurses took a urine sample that showed traces of drug marijuana, as required by Dubai law. They informed the police of the results. Okay. Since being released, he has been forced to stay in a hotel while awaiting decisions from prosecutors. Clark said he is fully aware of Dubai's zero tolerance policy on drugs. He had not bought any. In fact, I know one case where one guy tried to smuggle in point something, or I think it was one cigarette in his stash, and he got caught. and jailed and fined and deported. Why you want to do all shit? He told Mail Online, I am absolutely stunned to learn that I am being charged due to residual marijuana in my system. I smoked it legally back in America, even before I got on the plane. I knew about Dubai's strict laws, but never for a moment I think that legally what I did in my own country would lead to my arrest. So he received emergency treatment in the hospital the day before being discharged, but was asked to provide a urine sample. After the test came back for a banned substance, police arrived at his bedside, handcuffed him and transported him to Barsha Hospital, police station, where he's being held in jail. A vein with an IV had been placed as part of his treatment, became infected, and antibiotics had been prescribed that are not handed over by prison staff. After being freed, he repeatedly summoned to the police station and told he would have his passport returned. Yeah, see, the thing is, because he has a Western passport, Gora, especially USA, they'll be lenient. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, or Africa, you'll get a bamboo up your ass for the rest of your life. So, what else? So, wait, let me just see. Okay, the retired computer gamer is in a no-fly list and cannot leave until prosecutors decide if he should face what he should face in court. He said it has turned into a complete nightmare. I never thought I'd go to the hospital and end up being thrown in jail. I've not done anything wrong. The US Embassy in Dubai have also been informed of his arrest. The pressure group, okay, all these pressure groups and all this bullshit, they are not there for the benefit of these citizens. They are there for, they will make money. Okay, remember this much. Whomsoever acts like a savior, okay, they themselves are playing this game of taking advantage of people. And Sky, in fact, I'll tell you, some of these, I don't want to give them even publicity. Some of these welfare groups, they only target Goras, Westerners, people with white passport. Why? Money is good. They don't want to target people from the East or India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, because they don't have money. So it's a very profitable business. So just remember, nobody's your friend. Especially lawyers, and especially these so-called groups. Anyway, rest all this is just blah blah blah, whatever. So bottom line, what I want to tell you is, don't blame the country, don't blame the laws, don't blame people if you yourself are careless. You need to be smart. In fact, one of my friends who has just traveled to another country, he agreed to take his boss's luggage, just slightly heavy. And after he landed, after he got into his room, he is my client also. So, Loy, hi, and this and that. And he was telling me all that. Then said, yeah, I carried my boss's luggage. Had to give it to somebody. I gave out to him. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? He said, no, he told me there's nothing. He showed me just here. I said, no, you just don't do it. You know, there are actually cases. There's one case in India where this guy and his wife, actual case, went for a holiday. Okay. And they got married. I think the aunt-in-law, the mother-in-law, something in-law, she told them, I want to gift you a holiday and this and that, and they were sent to Qatar. Actually happened, you can Google search this one. And she insisted to give them a 5-star holiday, first class, this thing. Finally they caved in. They said, okay, fine, if you insist. And told, just take this luggage and whatever, just give it. Turned out to be, she was into drugs, and she wanted them to be like a mule. They got arrested and put behind prison for almost a year, until the embassy, it's a good thing they were well-wishers for them. They fought for them, and they managed to get this woman who proved to be guilty. She was dealing in drugs and all that. So you can't trust anyone. I refuse to take anyone's luggage. Even tell people I know, don't touch, even if it's your own. Let them fucking take it. Let them pay extra. No, thank you. Not even a fucking a book. I don't want. No, sorry. Do it by yourself. So anyway, these are the stories I wanted to tell you. You tell me, what do you think? Am I making sense? Because I always believe you're in a country, you follow the rules, Respect the laws. Don't create your own, and don't try to reinvent the wheel. Alright? Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts. This is me signing off. Guys, take care.